So away we go. And immediately Robertson just watches that one carefully. Rangers tonight going into their 170th European tie. They're looking for win number 80. A victory which could mean so much to them. But it's a free kick against Ali McCoist. Quickly taken by Prodan, but the referee is not happy with that. The referee, as you saw, Nikolai Levnikov from Russia. He's 39 years of age. Speaks very good English. And this is his second Champions League tie. He's also handled a few international matches. And the good news for Steaua is that Doboš passed the fitness test. He was extremely doubtful. Solid central defender, who again played extremely well in that first game. There he is, in fact, battling for possession. Certainly the Romanians were worried about his fitness. So Goff playing it forward. McLaren, who's operating on the right-hand side. Robertson on the left. Robertson starts one of his runs as Brown moves forward. It's a blade shot though, and just too short, but Brown gets away with that. John Brown, who had such a tremendous campaign last time round in the Champions League, was an outstanding player for Rangers. But one worry tonight is that there are 4 Rangers players on a yellow card. Brown is one of them, but Gascoigne, Goff and Petric have got to be extremely careful or they miss the last game in Dortmund. And I'm sure the loss of Goff is the last thing Rangers would want to contemplate. These teams met here, of course, in a pre-season friendly, which Rangers won by 4-0, but it was a bit of a stroll in the sunshine that day. It's quite different this time around. This is McCall now, clipping it through. That's a good ball. Just drops behind Ali McCoist. Picked up there by Prodan. It's off again. The crowd getting solidly behind Rangers. Petric plays it short to Gascoigne. Robertson starts a run. It's played to Laudrup. Brown's in support. Robertson's well forward. That's a great ball through from Laudrup. And Rangers have the corner kick. Doboš it was who pushed it behind. But again, great passing from Laudrup.
Yeah, once again, how many times have we seen that? David Robson absolutely loves it when Brian Laudrup's in the side. And he knows he's going to be fed balls such as that.
It's Laudrup who takes it. Brown comes in and Vladoyuk. It's played through by Bukur. Picked up now by Ilie. Who had an exceptional game in that first match in Bucharest, but the offside flag is up as Vladoyuk goes through. Lakatos. Vladoyuk starts a run on the far side. It breaks away from him. It's picked up though by Pirvu. Good solid challenge there by McLaren. Again, it's Steaua who are making the running, and there's trouble here for Rangers. And Gorum again to the rescue, and again it was Adrian Ilie racing through in goal, showing his tremendous pace. And it's just as well Andy Gorum went out to take that one. Vladoyuk again trying to get through. This is Laudrup. Picked up by Gascoigne. Played off by Durant. Laudrup sends in the cross. And Steaua handles it well. It's Militaru. This is Bukur. Filipescu calls for it. He's in a bit of space. Here he is. Through now for Vladoyuk. Brown goes with him. Again, he's a tricky little player. And it's Robertson who clears. McCoist has to run deep. And he's quickly closed down. So Booker and Richard Gough makes the challenge in Lakatush. And this could be a further problem now for Rangers. And the set piece, not that far out of the penalty area. Richard Gough clearly fouling the Steaua captain.
It's a bit of a scrappy start, Jerry. They managed to thread a few balls through the first time. Andy Gorham came out well and smothered a ball. And there John Brown was just bypassed slightly. So we've got to tighten up and start to put our foot on the ball and just keep the ball for a period of time.
So that's 10 minutes played. There's still no scoring here at Ibrox Stadium. Still the danger isn't cleared, and Andy Gorham makes a fine save there from Prodan, the man who scored in the first game in Bucharest. Well, Andy Gorham has been very much the busier keeper. And that's an excellent save. Daniel Prodan getting on the end of that one. Rangers know all about him already. Excellent save by Andy Gorham.
That's right, excellent save again there from Andy, but the game at the moment is not with us. It's the Romanians who are dominating things at the moment, and I think they have the majority of possession. And I think at this level it's possession that can win you the games, and we just don't have enough of it at the moment. We need to keep it tight at the back and get the likes of Brian Laudrup here on the ball as often as possible.
Well, again, Robertson's running through. Good running by the full-back, providing the cross. Ian Durant tries to get to it.
I was unlucky, just wouldn't come down for Ian there, just at the wrong height.
And Ali McCoist was coming in on the far side, so too was McLaren, but meanwhile Richard Gough has conceded another free kick. But the main danger is certainly coming from Robertson, getting an end of passes from Laudrup. But Ian Durant, well, just failing to control that one. There's certainly plenty of pace in it. This is Filipescu, again closed down by Robertson. It's Steaua's ball, taken by Lakatush. Again a gap opens up, it's Militaru, showing great pace, Militaru, and again it's Andy Gorham. And it's a corner kick.
Fantastic save again from Andy Gorham. He's just been brought into the game far too many times, and they seem to be finding holes all the way through the middle of our defence at the moment.
So first from Prodan and then from Militaru. Through for Gascoigne. Durant. Again Robertson's in space here. Laudrup's caught in possession now. Well, again Robertson had made a good forward run, but Laudrup was caught. And again it's Robertson who makes a contribution. Now it's Laudrup. The break's on here. Still it's Laudrup clipping it forwards. And it drifts just beyond Ellie McCoist. Now that's better play now. Laudrup drifting in the cross. You can see Ali McCoist there starting a run.
It's unlucky there, Brian. It was the first opportunity that he's really had to run at their defenders, and he showed once again that he's quite capable of going by them. And he was just unfortunate with the left foot cross, wasn't able to pick out Ali McCoist.
The Rangers, because of injury and suspension, really struggling for players tonight. Meanwhile, Lakatush makes a run into the middle. The ball falls behind him and it's cleared by Brown. Petric clears, but again the crowd are unhappy. Laudrup as well. Keeps his run going. It's Gascoigne. Still it's Gascoigne with a great run here. It's Paul Gascoigne. Can he finish it off? Oh yes he can! Paul Gascoigne with a wonder goal for Rangers. Well, Laudrup had started a run, but Gascoigne didn't need him. The celebrations begin. That was absolutely incredible. Where did he find the stamina from? He just ran and ran, being pursued by defenders. And he put the ball calmly beyond the goalkeeper.
That was tremendous there. What he's done here is just lift the ball past the defender, and then he's cut across him so he can't get back to him, and coolly slotted the ball past the goalkeeper. And he's repaid a lot with that one goal in itself, and he's certainly brought the crowd to its feet.
Well, that's the moment the Rangers fans have been waiting for. They're just looking a bit happier, but it's all about concentration now for Rangers. And it's Laudrup picking up the play again. They'll certainly break on here. Durant's ahead of him. McCoist's up there as well. He's had to check a bit. McLaren's wide on the right-hand side. This is McLaren. Laudrup provides a cross. In comes Robertson. It's Robertson! And the goalkeeper does just enough to block it. Well, Steaua just in at the post. Managed to block that one, but here come Rangers again. It's Robertson trying to curl that one in. That's a marvellous save by Steaua.
There's two great bits of action there. Firstly, the ball from Brian Laudrup. David Robertson getting on the far post. Very unfortunate with that, and again with the right foot curler.
Now this is more like it now. And that one was dropping into the net. And that one's off the line now. Richard Goff up there with Petric causing problems. It's cleared by Filipescu. Picked up by Militaru. Again, Rangers have to watch the break here. Lakitush is breaking, so too is Ilya. This is Ilya, the number 10. Vladayuz through the middle. This is Lakitush, being challenged by McLaren. Well, the referee's taking his time about this, and he's given the free kick against Rangers. Just outside the area. But the goalkeeper went for that one and missed it. And Steaua did well to get it away. Richard Goff and Gordon Petric causing problems there. But now, at the other end, those same two players have a bit of defending to do. Again, Prodan's up there. Goff's trying to keep a close eye on him. It's driven in, but over the top. And Andy Gorham, you can see, just telling his defenders to calm down. Run by Gascoigne, trying to get away from Booker. Durant makes himself available. McCall's there also. Runs just beyond into Petric. It's McCall. So just under 3 minutes of the first half left, and again Rangers are caught in possession. The break's on here. It's Pervu playing it to Lakitush. Militaru's in space here. It's Militaru driving it across goal. And that was a real let-off for Rangers. Militaru had a lot of space there to get the shot in. Now it's Gascoigne for Rangers. McCall's in space through the middle. Laudrup's on the far side. McCoy's in the middle, along with Durant. Still it's Laudrup. McCall's still very much in play. So it's still 1-0 to Dortmund in Turin against Juventus. They're also approaching half-time, as we are here at Ibrox Stadium. Brown drives that one away, but it's picked up now by Pervu. Militaru had that great opportunity a few moments ago. Well, he's injured as Brown challenges him. He's still on the deck. This is Pervu. Vladayuz looking around for some support. It's Ilya. Filipescu's in space. Here he is. Runs onto the return from Lakitush. Durant's providing the cover. And that's behind for the goal kick.
It's an important 2 or 3 minutes now, just before half-time. Get to half-time with a 1-0 lead. Settle things down and come out in the second half and continue the work that's been done in the first half.
So we're inside the final minute of this first half. Rangers lead by 1-0. Paul Gascoigne it was. A tremendous goal by him to give Rangers some hope. Again, McCoy comes to beat the ball with his head, but he's no one in front of him. It goes behind, and the referee's pointing out towards the corner flag. So Rangers have some defending to do in the closing seconds of this first half. Richard Goff scoring a black eye from the Old Firm game at the weekend. And again, Robertson this time has to concede the corner kick. Rangers certainly don't want to concede one now. Having toiled in the opening stages, then made the breakthrough. It's played right to Ilya. Tries to find a way through, and this time there's a bit of relief for Rangers as we move into stoppage time in this first half.
Almost had visions there of the Bucharest game when the Romanian scored from the edge of the box there from a corner. He didn't quite catch that one at all right, so we live to fight again. But Watersmith will be quite happy to get to half-time with a 1-0 lead.
And then, in fact, goes the half-time whistle. There's the hero of the hour, Paul Gascoigne. A tremendous run by him, driving himself through and past the defenders to send the ball into the back of the net. The half-time score here at Ibrox Stadium is Rangers 1, Steaua Bucharest 0. You can see that Charlie Miller has come on for Ian Durrant. Well, I was just standing inside the front door tonight when Ian Durrant arrived, and he was certainly struggling, not feeling at all well. So you can see Laudrup now lining up alongside Ali McCoist. And there are some concerns about the fitness also of Brian Laudrup. So Rangers, who are really stretched for players, will be hoping he can certainly last another while yet till the job is done. And of course we'll keep you right up to date with the happenings in Turin. As you heard, the half-time score there is Juventus 0, Dortmund 1. And we heard earlier today that Juventus were planning to leave out a number of their top players. So there might be some controversy over that. But, this is McLaren finding Miller. He just kept that ball in play. And the free kick is awarded. So perhaps an early chance here for Rangers to add to the lead. And certainly they'll want to make a better start to the second half than they did the first. But the Gascoigne goal certainly gave them a lift. And as you can see, Richard Gough has pushed well forward again. Prodan is keeping a close watch on him. And there's a header going in. That's a marvellous save. Ali McCoist it was who got in the end of that one. And again, Steaua brings off another marvellous save. He had a great stop in the first half from David Robertson. So both goalkeepers tonight excelling. Andy Gorham had two fabulous saves in that first half. But once again, Ali McCoist with a head. He really has been a late developer in that department, but my goodness, this season he's producing the goods. Meanwhile, it's Militaro. Well, a bit of a misunderstanding between him and Lakatos. But Romanians have it again. It's Militaro. Vladoiu. Filipescu. Militaro again. Caught by McCall. And the free kick is awarded. So McCoy's coming closer.
That was almost a perfect start there for Rangers. Ball in from Paul, and Al McLaren getting a good touch and allowing Ali McCoist to almost get on the end of things at the back post.
It's Ilya. So through by Pierrevaux. It's Vladoiu. Cut out by McCall, picked up by Gascoigne. Just asking a wee bit much of Charlie Miller. It allowed Prodan to come across and clear to Ilya, but in steps Gascoigne. Slight one there by Ilya. Gascoigne again. It's a better ball. Miller sends it through. And Gascoigne it was who launched himself at it. Well, he started it and he almost finished it. And that draws huge applause from all around the ground. He's having a fine game tonight.
Yeah, it was great work from Paul again. He intercepted the ball there from the Romanian defender, slipped the ball out to Charlie Miller and almost got on the end of the return.
It's Militaro sending it through. That's Filipescu. Prodan has started a run from deep in his own half. He's now on the edge of the area, but Rangers managed to get it away. So turned by Dobosh. This is Ilya taking on McLaren. That's deflected right towards Andy Gorham, and again he makes the save. Good handling again by the Rangers keeper.
The first cross there caught Andy a bit by surprise, getting the deflection, but he was quickly down to get the ball once it had been turned back across goal.
Charlie Miller. It's charged down by Dobosh, but the linesman is flagging, indicating that Dobosh used a hand, and Rangers have the free kick. Well, another goal here, and they could take an awful lot of pressure off themselves. And just coming up for the 55-minute mark. They're leading by Gascoigne's goal in the first half, and it's Gascoigne again taking on Bucur. Back to McCall. This is Gough. Petric is there. McCall again having to stretch for that one, but again slight passing. It's Rangers' problem. They're putting themselves under unnecessary pressure. That's Ilya. He runs on for the return, showing great pace. What a chance here! And it goes in off the post. And Adrian Ilya grabs the equaliser for Steaua Bucharest. And Dimitriou, the coach, is delighted. A great burst of pace by Ilya. Well, he's been a constant danger to Rangers all night. He played the little 1-2 there. Ran beyond the defence. A lovely flick by him off the inside of the post. And it's 1 goal apiece here at Ibrox.
That was a wonderful 1-2 there, and he showed great acceleration in getting away from Richard Gough and Gordon Petric. And he just clipped the ball with the outside of his foot there and spun in towards the goal. For a moment I thought it was just going to come back off the post, but the spin took it in. And can't really say that it's undeserved, but at the same time, you know, hopefully Rangers can get back into this game.
This is McLaren. Petric. It's away by Bukur. Petric again, but right to Lakatouche. Petric has not had a good game tonight. He's given the ball away an awful lot. It's Vladiou breaking forward now. This could be another one. And again it's Andy Gorham who has to bring off the save from Militaru. Well, how many times can Rangers ask this man to keep them in a game? Great play by Vladiou, stepping away from Brown. Perfect ball right across the face of goal. The first time shot from Militaru. And another marvellous save from Andy Gorham.
Yeah, that was a tremendous save. He had no right to get his hands onto that ball. 10 yards out, the ball driven at him, and he's tipped it over the bar.
But it all began again with slackness. It was Gordon Petric who teed the whole thing up, well upfield, giving the ball away. And it's only thanks to Andy Gorham, who had a couple of marvellous saves in the first half, and again there, that Rangers are still in this match. It's Militaru again, flipping it forward. And again, Rangers breathe a sigh of relief. Daniel Prodan, the man who scored against them in the first game. So Gough's header, it's picked up by Gascoigne. Good vision by him. He had a little look up there before he hit that one. Saw Charlie Miller. Miller cuts away from Prodan. It's completely missed by Gough. This is McCall clipping it through, looking for Laudrup. It's Laudrup against Filipescu. Going for the line, right across the face of goal. And Laudrup is beating the ground on the far side. He gets back to his feet, can't believe it. Lovely piece of skill in a very tight situation.
He did so well there. He turned Filipescu inside out. I thought Filipescu was going to get the ball there, but Brian stuck his toe out and got the ball across the goal mouth. Charlie Miller just a yard too short. He did ever so well here, just getting the toe in, and not anybody there to just to add that finishing touch.
This is McCall to Gascoigne. Good play again by Gascoigne. It's McCall through for Charlie Miller. McCall's in the middle. McCoy's there as well. Still it's Charlie Miller, and that was a great block by Anton Dobosh. But that gets the crowd lifted again.
Charlie Miller's causing one or two problems there, and he almost created an opportunity to get a left foot shot in. So things are looking a little bit optimistic now.
And it's Gascoigne who's becoming more involved again. Still it's Gascoigne, but he's trying one too many there. Gets away to Laudrup. And the referee steps in towards a free kick to Rangers. Apologies from Lakatouche. Rangers are in a hurry to get on with things. This is McLaren. Trying to find Charlie Miller. And the brakes on again here now. Vladiou's through the middle. Robertson does just enough. This is Petric. It's a trip by Miller. Curvu on the end of that one. And it's a free kick to Steaua Bucharest. Just inside the Rangers half. He's done well, Charlie Miller, since coming on, but just shot as Laudrup sent the ball across goal. But a few signs that Paul Gascoigne was coming back into things in the last few minutes, but Gough responds there as Militaru tried to get through. This is Laudrup. Gascoigne's away on the outside, down the left-hand side. Laudrup player tries to send that ball in his direction, but he never had much chance of collecting that one.
think Brian Laudrup obviously thought that was David Robertson steaming down on the left back position there. There's never any chance that Paul Gascoigne was going to get after that one.
That's what you call mistaken identity. So this is Gough climbing. So breaks away to Filipescu. Vladayu again makes himself available. Lakatush is hovering in the middle. So Bukur again, holding off the challenges. There's Lakatush now, it's Vladayu. And again it's got him. Well, Lakatush had been hovering in there, and he eventually sent that delightful little ball to Vladayu. Lovely touch by Lakatush. A wicked shot going in, and again Andy got him. Keeps Rangers in the match. So Bukur sending that ball through. And it's David Robertson, who had a fine first half. He was full of running, gave Rangers a bit of hope, along with Laudrup, but both of those players, as you would expect, have struggled in the second half. They'll come back just after injury. Here's Boland now. There'll be a chance for Rangers to mount one last attack. We're now into stoppage time. It's laid off by Murray. There's Petric. Walk the ball up the park. It's Gough playing it. Again, you can see Steaua getting just about everyone behind the ball. Last one coming in looking for McCoist, but Steaua deals with that one comfortably. And still no Champions League goal for Ali McCoist. Another night of disappointment for him. You can see the disappointment written in the faces of the Rangers management team. The referee checks his watch, the whistle sounds. Gascoigne gave Rangers hope, but it's all over for Walter Smith and his men. It hasn't been a great championship by them. It's been a disappointing couple of months since the start of the season, but they're still top of the Premier Division. They have to go through it all again. And there you see the full-time score. Rangers 1, Steaua Bucharest 1.